Hey guys, welcome back. It's Joseph. Quick and simple gospel. Yeshua, Jesus came to this earth, lived a perfect 33 years, was crucified on a cross for our sins, buried in a tomb for 3 days, and rose from the grave on the third day. We are saved through faith in Christ alone and by no other name. Amen. Alright guys, so long story short, this is like my 5th attempt trying to go live with this story today. I was 20 minutes into a live stream and they kicked me out. The screen went black. I couldn't read any comments. Nobody could get through. Nobody could see me. No one could hear me. And I don't know what's going on. I tried to go live again. Normally I schedule a live and it wouldn't even let me schedule a live. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I had a feeling they would do this today. I told my wife yesterday, I said, I have a feeling Satan's going to try to stop this video. I told her this yesterday. I said, I don't care if I have to go live every single hour tomorrow. I'm going to get this information out. So we are going to get this out. I don't care if I got to keep doing this all day or go to the backup channel or create a whole new channel. We are going to get this out. All right? I can't believe this, man. I had a feeling they were going to try to stop this video, man. Alright guys, so we got a huge video here. Hopefully they don't take this down. Can you guys hear me okay? Hopefully they leave this stream up, man. Unbelievable. Guys, I have one of the biggest decodes I've ever done today. We're bringing everything together on the number 222. The plane crashes, the Super Bowl, all connected to the number 222. And I have so much new information to share with you. Alright? And hopefully we can get through this. So, guys, do me a favor when you come in. Please hit the like button. Very much appreciated. Helps out the algorithm. Helps people find the video. And please hit the share button so we can get this out to more people. Alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead and just get started. We're talking about the movie 222. About a plane collision. Alright, guys. Man. That's really unfortunate. Imagine being, working on this all night, then you're 20 minutes into a live, you got a good flow going, and then they just cut you off. Unbelievable, man. Hey, Dragonfly. Hey, Truth Matters. Hey, Monique. Hey, Mariana. Hey, Richard. Hope you guys are doing well. But, anyways, we'll see what happens. If the stream gets cut again, I will come back immediately. And I'm going to keep coming back all day long until I get this whole video done. And hopefully they leave it up. But yeah, I don't know what's up with YouTube. All of a sudden, I can't even schedule a live stream. So hopefully that issue gets worked out. Because the way they did it, I had to turn my phone sideways and hit live immediately, and it just started. I didn't have any time to do my normal routine. So I'm a little bit frazzled, but hopefully I'll get through this, man. I've done 10,000 videos. I've never had that happen, ever. Not once. In 5 years, 10,000 videos. Never have they done that. It just completely went black. Nobody could hear me. Nobody could see me. And I was still live. And then I can't schedule live now. So yeah, YouTube is playing games. That's for sure. I mean, hey, they deleted 14 of my channels, so, Alright, we just got to regroup and move forward. Alright, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully they will leave this up. Guys, this is one of the most important videos I've ever done. This is the whole reason I started my channel right here, the number 222. I was going to get deep into, the meaning of the 222, why it's so important to God. I have a great show planned for you guys. I pray they don't do it again, man. But if they do, they do. I'll keep coming back. Hopefully you guys will keep coming back too. Alright. Give me 1 second to get all set up. Oh man. See, even my picture is all different. On my end of the screen, it looks totally different to me. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible right now. My goodness, it's not on my end. It's not even centered. Luckily, I got the TV right in front of me, so I can kind of see. But this is horrible. Oh man, I am not. Oh my gosh, you guys know how it is, or maybe you don't because you're not a YouTuber. But I mean, you're in a flow. You got people in the chat. You're doing a good show, and then they just cut you off. And now I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, you got to rush through this because they're gonna cut you off again. Y'all pray for me today. Yeah, it's happened to Cody recently too. So, yeah, this is the first time it's ever happened to me. 5 years, 10,000 videos. I've never been messed with like this. Alright guys, long story short, and please hit that like button. This sucks, man, because now this presentation is just garbage and horrible. I'm over here flustered, I hate this. I absolutely hate this, man. It's like I could do this whole presentation, which is about an hour long. I don't even know if they're going to leave it up. Like, I could end the stream. They might not make the video even available. They might delete this stream halfway through again. Alright, man. I'm just going to try to get through it. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. This is not my fault. But, anyways. Here we go. So, guys, I've been talking about the number 222 for the last 5 years, but in the last 2 weeks, we've been connecting the number 222 to all these plane crashes. And there's a movie called 222. Here's what the movie's about. It says 2 planes almost collide after a blinding flash of light paralyzes air traffic controller Dylan Branson for a few seconds. Suspended from his job, Dylan starts to notice a repetition of sounds and events in his life at exactly the same time every day. An underlying pattern soon builds, drawing him into New York's Grand Central Station daily at 2:22 p.m. Now drawn into a complex relationship with a woman, Dylan must figure out a way to break the power of the past and take control of time itself. The movie 222 is about a near-plane collision that occurs due to a mysterious anomaly experienced by an air traffic controller, which happens at precisely 2:22 p.m., leading him to unravel a strange pattern of events in his life. Alright guys, we're going to break this down all by the numbers using gematria, which is simply letters as numerals. And once you learn the simple code of coding letters into numbers, you can see right through the scripted coded news every day. Alright guys, so the movie about a near-plane collision, it takes place in New York, New York, at the JFK International Airport, John F. Kennedy International Airport, alright? And, long story short, it's about a near-plane collision. It takes place in New York, New York. In gematria, plane collision equals 222, New York, New York equals 222, alright? So isn't that interesting? A movie about a near-plane collision set in New York, New York, and in the movie, the plane collision happens are at the near plane collision, right? They don't actually collide, they almost collide. And the near plane collision happens at 2:22 p.m. Plane collision 222, New York, New York 222. And we've been talking about the number 222 in connection to all these plane incidents recently. We had the one in Philadelphia that was 222 days before the mayor's birthday and 222 days after the Mexican president's birthday. That matters because everyone on that plane was allegedly from Mexico, including the little girl at Shriners Hospital. Shriners Hospital is 222. Scheinbaum offers condolences after 6 Mexican nationals killed in Philadelphia plane crash. Scheinbaum, birthday June 24th, so that crash was 222 days after her birthday and 222 days before the Philadelphia mayor's birthday. So there's a good example of the 222 with the plane crashes, right? We had a plane collision in Seattle. That was with Japan Airlines and Delta Airlines. Plane collision 222, Japan Airlines 222, Delta Airlines 222, like order out of chaos 222. We had the plane catch on fire in Houston, and including the end date, that was 222 days from the anniversary of 9/11. That was United Airlines flight, which equals 222. It was headed to New York, New York 222, and that happened on February 2nd. Which equals 222. We had the incident at St. Louis Lambert International Airport where the plane ran off the runway. St. Louis Lambert International Airport 222, named after Albert Lambert, which equals 222. We had the Philippines plane crash, which was 2 years, 222 days after their president assumed office in 2022, and Philippines plane crash is 2022. The Super Bowl, where the Eagles won, was 22 weeks and 2 days after the Eagles opened up the season in Brazil. And we had a plane crash in Brazil just 2 days before the Super Bowl. And remember, Brazil equaled 40, airplane equaled 40, and the Eagles won the Super Bowl with 40 points on the 40th day of the year. And to promote that game, the Philadelphia Eagles posted a picture of an airplane window. And remember, that plane crash was on February 7th, 2 days before the Super Bowl. 2 people were killed. And on February 7th, the movie Love Hurts came out. And that matchup here in Brazil, it was Love and Hurts. Remember, Love got hurt in the game. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to point out the Super Bowl was 22 weeks and 2 days after the Eagles opened the season in Brazil, and we had that plane crash in Brazil. Plane collision. This is the one in Scottsdale Airport, the Motley Crue plane. Remember, if you we watched that Motley Crue video, Dogs of War, from the last year, where it showed a snake on the plane. All these plane incidents happen, after the one on January 29th, the first day of the snake year. And big connections to Kobe, the Black Mamba. But anyways, another thing with the Motley Crue Vince Neil connection. Remember, we connected this to the Philadelphia Eagles and Kobe Bryant. Vince Neil equals Philadelphia Eagles and a few other things. But yeah, that was the plane collision in Scottsdale. The plane that crashed into the helicopter, that was flight 5342. When you write out 5342, it equals 222. We had the plane collide with the aircraft tug in Chicago, Obama's old stomping grounds. That was at O'Hare. And notice O'Hare equals 222, like Beast 222. The birthday of O'Hare is 222 days from Obama's birthday. And that incident in Chicago happened 222 days from the anniversary of 9/11. The Antichrist, Barack Obama, 222. Remember, Obama tested positive for COVID. 222 days from his birthday. Sorry, my phone's ringing. Sorry about that. I was getting a phone call. The one at Chicago O'Hare, Guys, hit that like button. Come on. We got 70 watching and 30 likes. You know, this is my 5th time trying to go live with this, so if y'all could, like, do your part, that would be cool. Thanks. O'Hare equals 222. Like Beast, 222. The birthday of O'Hare is 222 days from Obama's birthday. That plane incident happened 222 days from the anniversary of 9/11. The Antichrist Barack Obama equals 222. He's the guy that tested positive for COVID 222 days from his birthday. They called it Wuhan coronavirus, which equals 222. The Beast of Revelation, 222. Antichrist system, 222. And stick around, because I got more to say about the incident at O'Hare. Like the fact that the zip code at O'Hare is 60666. We had the Azerbaijan Airlines plane that crashed in Kazakhstan 222 days after the president of Kazakhstan's birthday and 222 days before Obama's birthday. Azerbaijan Airlines plane equals 222. Wonder if it's a frickin' coincidence. How about the song American Pie about a plane crash that was performed for the first time in Philadelphia when the Super Bowl with Philadelphia was 66 years and 6 days after the plane crash the day the music died, which led to the song American Pie, which was performed for the first time in Philadelphia 222 days from Obama's birthday. And we have a blood moon eclipse coming up on Pi Day 222 days from Obama's birthday. The song American Pie about a plane crash. Well, there's a movie called American Pie that came out 2 years, 2 months, and 2 days before 9/11. Did 9/11 have anything to do with planes? I wonder. The movie also came out 22 weeks and 2 days from the anniversary of that plane crash known as the day the music died. And if my phone could stop going off, that would be cool too. Talk about spiritual warfare, it's through the frickin' roof right now. Let's not forget the first U.S. case of coronavirus was in Seattle, Washington, 222 days after Trump's birthday. And he just rolled out the Stargate project on the anniversary of the first U.S. case of COVID, 222 days after his birthday. Wuhan coronavirus, 222. World Economic Forum, 222. Antichrist system, 222. Event 201, 222. Mandatory vaccination, 222. COVID vaccines, 222. Vaccine cards, 222. Trump made the famous calm before the storm statement, 222 days from the Clade X pandemic simulation. While Trump was president, COVID was declared a pandemic 222 months after 9/11. Trump just won the election 222 days before his birthday, and Trump equals 222, and Trump Organization equals 222, and Ivana Trump died 222 days from her birthday, and Ivana equals 222, and Trump's sister died 222 days from her birthday. You remember the 222-page lawsuit against the Trump Organization, which equals 222, where Trump took the stand 222 days from his birthday? How about when Obama tested positive in the year 2022, which is 222, and he tested positive 222 days after his birthday, when the Antichrist Barack Obama is 222? So back to the movie 222. In the opening scenes of New York, the Twin Towers are clearly visible. This movie came out in 2017, by the way. In a later scene of New York, we see the One World Trade Center. The first scene is in the dream. At the time of the dream, the Twin Towers still stood. Isn't it interesting in a movie called 222 about a plane collision that they would show the Twin Towers in the opening scene? Okay? When the world changed March 11th, 2020, when COVID was declared a pandemic 222 months and 0 days after 9/11. Now, let me talk about Kobe. Because remember, Kobe's death kicked off coronavirus. He died the first week of coronavirus in the U.S. And Kobe died 22 weeks and 2 days after his birthday. He was buried in Corona del Mar. He has a tattoo of a crown. Corona means crown. So, what are the odds, right, that Kobe would die the first week of coronavirus? Don't forget, he died in a helicopter, which equals 666, like vaccination equals 666, like COVID was declared a pandemic exactly 666 days after the Claydex pandemic simulation, like Kobe had the 666 workout, like Kobe scored his career high 81 points in game number 666. How about when the Eagles, Kobe's team, picked up win number 666 all time on the anniversary of Kobe Bryant's death against Washington, leaving Washington on 666 wins all time, just days before a helicopter would hit an American Eagle from Kansas in Washington. And Kobe died in a helicopter. And helicopter equals 666. And Kobe scored his career high 81 points in game 666 of his career. And the Eagles posted a picture of a helicopter right before that game was played with Washington. And Kobe was born in Philadelphia. If you think that's a coincidence, well, you're on the wrong channel. So back to Kobe. Kobe's death kicked off coronavirus. He died 22 weeks, 2 days after his birthday, like Wuhan coronavirus 222 declared a pandemic 222 months after 9/11. Here, let me delete a troll real quick. Katie, you should have just let me delete him. Here. There, now you're gone. Anybody else? Because I have no problem. I have no problem deleting a lot of you. Trust me. So, Kobe is the big Eagles fan, right? Well, what if I told you the Philadelphia Eagles played in their first Super Bowl 2 years, 22 weeks, and 2 days after Kobe was born? Right? Now, for the good stuff. Good stuff in 1 second. Before that, I want to make one more connection to Kobe. Remember the UFC fighter Francis Ngannou? His little infant son Kobe died? Little Kobe died on April 27th, 2024, exactly 222 weeks and 0 days after Kobe Bryant died, and the father's name, Francis Ngannou, equals 222. Yeah, I see what you're talking about, the 81. Yeah, their first Super Bowl was in 81. Like Kobe being Bryant equals 81, Mark of the Beast 81, who scored 81 in game 666. Yeah, it was an 81. Now, y'all ready for some mind-blowing information? And I'm sorry about my delivery today, but I'm fed up and I'm fired up today. I've been doing this all day, every day for 5 years straight, 10,000 videos. And here I am with, barely anybody in the chat. And, it's not your fault completely today. This is my 5th attempt. Oh, is it buffering again? Is it buffering for anybody else? Let me know. I don't care. I'll do this show 20 times today. I'll go live every single hour if I have to. You hear that, Satan? You ain't going to stop me today. I will go live for 24 hours straight. All right. Big shout out to Sirius. I don't know if he's still in here. He was here on the first live attempt. But he let me know. I'm not angry. I'm fired up, man. It's a righteous anger. You're allowed to have righteous anger. I'm mad at this world. I'm mad at Satan. I'm mad at the people that ignore this work. I'm mad at the people that come against me. I'm mad at the people that think this is insignificant or a coincidence or I'm looking for patterns. This stuff is in your face. Okay? Plus, I think it's okay to be a little bit angry after what we've all experienced after the last 5 years. Everyone just goes about their life like nothing's happened, right? It's okay to have a little righteous anger this late in the game. Now, huge find by our friend Sirius. He let me know that the Eagles have been in 5 Super Bowls. They were in Super Bowl 15, 39, 52, 57, 59. Add those up. What do you get? You get 222. Go ahead, add it up. The 5 Super Bowls the Eagles have been in. 15, 39, 52, 57, 59. just happens to equal 222. So, let's see. Are they both a coincidence? How about the fact that the Eagles, who just won the Super Bowl this year, remember guys, the plane crash, hello, McFly, the plane crash in Philadelphia was 222 days before the mayor's birthday and 222 days after the Mexican president's birthday. Everyone on the plane was from Mexico. Okay, so they wind up winning the Super Bowl, right? They had to win Super Bowl 59 to get the 222. And how many points total were scored in the Eagles' 4 playoff games this season? They played the Packers, the Rams, the Commanders, and the Chiefs. Add up the 4 total scores of the 4 playoff games for the Eagles. 32, 50, 78, 62. It equals 222. Is that the biggest coincidence of all time? And wait till you see the next slide. So the 5 Super Bowls the Eagles have been in, you add them up, it equals 222. And the 4 playoff games the Eagles played this season, you add up the scores, it equals 222. Okay. And the crash in Philadelphia, 222 days before the mayor's birthday, 222 days after the Mexican president's birthday. Okay. Are you holding on to your hats for this one? Because the Super Bowl in New Orleans was 2,222 weeks and 2 days after a major plane crash in New Orleans. Hello? July 9th, 1982. Over 140 people killed in a plane crash in New Orleans. The Super Bowl that the Eagles won in New Orleans was 2,222 weeks and 2 days after a major plane crash in New Orleans. But wait, there's more. And shout out to a subscriber named John. He brought it all together last night. You guys know what he told me? He said, and I can't even believe this is accurate, the game, the Super Bowl against the Eagles, Andy Reid's former team, the Eagles, that was his 222nd game with the Chiefs. Let me say that again. Andy Reid has been with the Chiefs since 2013. You can do the math yourself. Go to StatMuse. These are the games played. Add them up. From the time he got with the Chiefs in 2013, add up the games played. His 222nd game with the Chiefs was the Super Bowl that he just lost to the Eagles, his former team. And now, if you've been with the channel, you'll understand why that's such a big deal, because Andy Reid won his first Super Bowl by picking up career win number 222 on 2222 on February 2nd, which equals 222. February 2nd, 2020, 2220. J-Lo did halftime, J-Lo 222. This was the first Super Bowl during the time of coronavirus. Wuhan coronavirus 222. This was the first Super Bowl after Kobe Bryant died. Yeah, thank you guys for the wows. I appreciate it. You see why they are messing with me today? I mean, this is absolutely insanity. This is absolute insanity, what you're looking at. Look at what we've already gone through. I'm not even done. The movie 222 about a plane collision in New York, New York. Plane collision 222, New York, New York, 222. Philadelphia, Seattle, Houston, St. Louis, Philippines, Brazil, Scottsdale, DC, O'Hare, Kazakhstan, American Pie. It's all about the 222. Are you kidding me, guys? I mean, this is the, oh man, you guys just don't understand how important this stuff is, man. This is absolute insanity. Just look at the new confirmations over the last 48 hours. I had no idea about this. The 5 Super Bowls the Eagles were in add up to 222. The 4 scores of the playoff games equals 222. The Super Bowl was 2,222 weeks and 2 days after a major plane crash in New Orleans. Andy Reid, the game he just lost to the Eagles, that was his 222nd game with the Chiefs. Andy Reid got his first Super Bowl win, which was his 222nd career win, was his first Super Bowl win? Are you kidding me? All right, so again, that was on February 2nd, 2020, 2220. J-Lo did halftime. It was on February 2nd, 222. It was on 2222. The zeros don't count. And remember, the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl 222 weeks after the Kansas City Royals won the World Series. Royals, like a crown, like Corona means crown. The first Super Bowl Mahomes lost, he lost it 222 days before his birthday. That was the Buccaneers Super Bowl in their home stadium. Buccaneers Super Bowl 222. And Mahomes, he holds the record for the most touchdown passes under the age of 29. The number's 222. 222 touchdowns. And the year that Mahomes lost to Brady, 222 days from his birthday, that was the year that Brady picked up win number 222 as a Buccaneer. And then Brady came out of retirement 222 days from his birthday. Now, one more thing about the Chiefs and Obama. Remember the Super Bowl last year, which was the first Super Bowl after the movie Leave the World Behind. The guy who caught the game winner, Kerry Nicole Hardman Jr., remember he said he blacked out like Obama's movie about a blackout? His birthday, 222 days from Obama's birthday. Like Beast, the Beast of Revelation, the Antichrist, Barack Obama, Antichrist system, they're all 222. And his first and last name, Kerry Hardman, equaled 666, remember? And again, this was the first Super Bowl after Obama's movie, Leave the World Behind. Look, Kerry Nicole Hardman Jr., 192. Super Bowl 58, 192. Halftime was Usher Raymond IV, 192. Leave the World Behind, 192, which ends in the Commodus bunker. Commodus dead in the year 192. There's now rumors that Obama's dating Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston born 192 days from Obama's birthday. And Obama's movie had the theme of Friends. Jennifer Aniston from Friends, right? And don't forget, we just had Trump's second inauguration 192 months after Obama's inauguration. And Great Tribulation is 192. And you see how Kerry Nicole Hardman Jr. is 192, like Super Bowl 58, 192? Well, what if I told you he caught the game winner in the Super Bowl 192 days from Obama's birthday, and Obama equals 192? Can we drop the mic on that one? Now, back to the movie. So, the movie about a plane collision, it's called 222. Now, the biggest number I talk about in connection to Obama is the number 222. So what are the odds that this movie came out on June 30th, which is the 181st day of the year, 181, when Barack Hussein Obama II is 181 and Barack Obama 181, right? Well, if you think that's a coincidence, guess what? And wait till you see the confirmation here in a second. Remember that plane that collided with the aircraft hug in Obama's Chicago? Remember? Remember O'Hare was 222. O'Hare's birthday, 222 days from Obama's birthday. And that happened 222 days from the anniversary of 9/11. Well, don't forget, that also happened 181 days after Obama's birthday. The one at O'Hare, right? Barack Hussein Obama II, 181. Barack Obama, 181. And this movie came out on the 181st day of the year. That airport was Chicago O'Hare International Airport. Look at the zip code. 60666. By the way, the team in Chicago, that's Obama's team. The Chicago Bears currently have 666 losses all time right now. Fun fact. Also, the guy that was injured, 64 years old, like Barack Hussein Obama equals 64, the Antichrist equals 64. Now, this was it. O'Hare, right? Okay, O'Hare, 222. Their birthdays, 222 days apart, happened 222 days from the anniversary of 9/11. All right, you ready? Here we go. What if I told you in the movie 222 about the plane collision? You ain't going to believe this. This is a scene from the movie. After he met Sarah. Sarah was on the plane that almost crashed. He said, there was one plane that was about to land. That's the plane that Sarah was on. He said, I nearly killed 900 people. And she said, where was the plane coming from? Look what he says. O'Hare. Sarah was on the plane from O'Hare. And look, O'Hare, 222, Sarah, 222, Beast, 222. Look at Wikipedia. They give Dylan a last name. They don't give one to Sarah in the Wikipedia. Now, she does have a last name, allegedly. I don't think I heard it in the movie. You hear his last name. You don't hear hers. Anyways, guys, her name is Sarah. She was on the plane that almost had the plane collision at 222 when plane collision equals 222. Yeah. Sarah came from O'Hare. And I just connected this to O'Hare. Guys, O'Hare happened 181 days after Obama's birthday. This movie came out on the 181st day of the year. She was coming from O'Hare. Drop the mic. I've already connected O'Hare to the 181 and the 222. Wild, huh? So yeah, Sarah's from O'Hare. Also, at one point in the movie, here's Sarah. She gets in cab 163. Well, that's interesting because Barack Hussein Obama is 163. Now, guess what day the near plane collision happens? The one from O'Hare? Guess what day it happens on? The near plane collision happens on April 4th. That would be 4/4. Yeah, Sirius, I mentioned that. And I gave you the shout out. Thanks, bro. And I'm going to go back through this. I'll do a quick recap. Hopefully they keep this thing up. But yeah, the near plane collision happened on 4/4. Like Obama, number 44. Now, how about the name of the air traffic controller, the main character in the movie? Well, look at that. His name just happens to equal Antichrist in 2 ciphers. Dylan Branson, 4968, Antichrist, 4968. And the guy who plays him is Michael Huseman. His name is a perfect match to Mark of the Beast in 3 out of the 4, including the 81. You know, like Kobe being Bryant, who scored 81. Now, we talked a lot about the number 222. Very important number to Satan and God. Remember, there are no bad numbers, and God speaks through numbers. God was showing me the number 222 everywhere in late 2019, just months before COVID. Nobody heard of Wuhan coronavirus, which equaled 222, declared a pandemic 222 months after 9/11. But I told everybody in 2019 that God was speaking to me through numbers. You can believe it or not. I really don't care. It's the truth. God was showing me this number 222 everywhere. I couldn't stop seeing it. It was on license plates. It was on billboards. My change would be 222. An item would be, $2.22. I couldn't stop seeing it just months before COVID. All right? And I started warning everybody. I said, God's speaking to me. I'm telling you, something's coming with the 222. And we got it. So Daniel 2:22. He reveals deep and hidden things. He knows what lies in darkness, and light dwells with him. It means that God has the power to reveal mysteries and truths that are beyond human understanding. I would definitely say this decode is beyond human understanding, because I can't even understand how it all lines up so perfectly. Like, if this isn't proof that we live in a a coded biblical matrix, I don't know what is. Now, on top of that, let's not forget, Jesus, the Lion of Judah, is 222. You must be born again, 222. Key to the universe, 222. Key to the apocalypse, 222. Messenger chosen by God, 222. The Antichrist, Barack Obama, 222. Armageddon equals 222. Hidden codes equals 222. The only verse in the Bible with the three words miracles, wonders, and signs, that's Acts 2:22. Ye men of Israel, hear these words, Jesus of Nazareth, a man approved of God among you by miracles and wonders and signs, which God did by him in the midst of you, as ye yourselves also know. Now, on top of all that, the very first verse of the Bible equals 222. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. How about Strong's 222? I didn't even think of that one. Strong's 222, Flame of God. There you go. So the 222 is clearly very important, guys. And I'm sorry that I got a little fired up, but if you're coming in late and you're wondering why, this was my 5th attempt. I tried to go live 5 times this morning with this story. The first one, I was 20 minutes into the live, they cut me off. So, anyways, I'm a little fired up today. If anybody wants to support the channel, here's how you can do so. Any support, very much appreciated. This is my full-time job, and I am not monetized. So thank you to everyone who does support. You guys are amazing. All right, let me quickly go through some of the key points here. All right, you're telling me this whole time I totally forgot there was a movie called 222 about a near plane collision. Movie takes place in New York, New York. Plane collision 222, New York, New York, 222. You'll have to go back and rewatch to get the details of all these. I'm trying to hurry up before they take me down again. But the plane crash in Philly was all connected to the 222. The plane collision in Seattle was all connected to the 222. The United Airlines flight in Houston, the St. Louis Lambert International Airport incident, the Philippines plane crash, the Brazil plane crash, the Scottsdale Airport with the Motley Crue plane, Flight 5342 that hit the helicopter, the incident in Chicago at O'Hare, and remember the big connection? Sarah is from O'Hare in the movie. The plane in Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan Airlines plane 222, that plane crashed 222 days before Obama's birthday, and for the confirmation, it crashed 222 days after the Kazakhstan president's birthday. All the American Pie stuff, COVID with the 222, how it's connected to Trump and to Obama. I mean, what are the odds, you know? What are the odds that COVID, right? The big number with COVID is 222, right? You would have the first U.S. case 222 days from Trump's birthday, and then you would have Obama test positive 222 days from his birthday. How is that a coincidence when Wuhan coronavirus is 222? They show the Twin Towers in the opening scene of the movie, and COVID declared a pandemic 222 months after 9/11. The Eagles' first Super Bowl they were in was 2 years, 22 weeks, and 2 days after Kobe was born. Kobe's death kicked off coronavirus, buried in Corona Del Mar. He died 22 weeks, 2 days after his birthday. And the crazy stuff right here. The Eagles, they've been in 5 Super Bowls, guys. 15, 39, 52, 57, 59. Go ahead, add them up. It equals 222. The 4 playoff games that the Eagles had this year. If you add up the total scores of the 4 playoff games, 32, 50, 78, 62, it equals 222, guys. The Super Bowl that Philadelphia won, it was 2,222 weeks and 2 days after a major plane crash in New Orleans, you know. And then Andy Reid, he loses to his former team, the Eagles, and that game was the 222nd game he coached with the Chiefs. You can go back and add it all up. StatMuse, 2013 is when he started, 17, 16, 18, 17, 17, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20, 21, 20. Add it up. It equals 222, guys. You can take a screenshot and add all that up yourself. And that's absolutely insane because I've been telling you guys for years, ever since 2020, this decode is 5 years in the making. That's also why I'm a little fired up. I've been telling y'all this stuff for 5 years. 14 channels deleted over this stuff. Why do you think they cut my stream for no reason after 20 minutes today? It would be a miracle if they leave this up. So pray that they do. But yeah, Andy Reid, he got his first Super Bowl with the Chiefs the same day he picked up win number 222 in his career on February 2nd. So, anyways, I'm not going to go back through everything again, but obviously the 222 is pretty important, guys. Daniel 2:22, he reveals deep and hidden things. Key to the Apocalypse, 222. First verse of the Bible, 222. Why was I seeing the number 222 everywhere just months before coronavirus and the 222? Because God speaks through numbers, and God's speaking through me, and he's using me in these last days. There's absolutely no doubt about it, and I got the mathematical proof. And then remember Sarah, she's from O'Hare. You know, the girl that was on the plane that almost collided at 222. She's from O'Hare. It's absolutely crazy. Remember, O'Hare's birthday is 222 days from Obama's. And, yeah, that's, pretty much it, guys. Wow. All right, let me turn this around. And I think I mentioned the Kobe stuff already. I think I already mentioned it. But, it's hard to tell because I already went live. I don't know if I mentioned it the last live or this one, but here, just in case I didn't mention it this live stream, which I might have, don't forget that the Eagles picked up win 666 all-time on the anniversary of Kobe Bryant's death against Washington, leaving Washington on 666 wins all-time. Days before, a helicopter hit an American Eagle from Kansas in Washington. Kobe died in a helicopter. Helicopter equals 666. Kobe scored 81 points, his career high in game 666. And the Eagles posted a picture of a helicopter before that game, and Kobe's born in Philadelphia. And then just days after the American Eagle hit the helicopter, you had the plane crash in Philadelphia that was headed to Missouri, right? Land of the Chiefs, right? And now we find out this whole time that that game against the Chiefs, that was Andy Reid, or the Eagles, his former team, the Eagles. That was his 220. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. I'm at a loss for words, honestly. Just the Super Bowl connections are ridiculous. The 5 Super Bowls they were in add up to 222. The 4 scores of the playoff games add up to 222. The Super Bowl was 2,222 weeks and 2 days after a major plane crash in New Orleans. And the Super Bowl against his former team, the Eagles, that was Andy Reid's 222nd game with the Chiefs? The guy who picked up win number 222 in his first Super Bowl victory? This is absolute insanity. All right. I mean, just wow. It is absolute insanity. And thank you to Sirius and John and everybody else who had amazing finds. This show would not have been the same without you, so thank you guys so much. All right, guys. Sorry I got a little bit animated today, but hey, you try doing 10,000 videos and having your channel deleted 14 times, and then waking up early, trying to do a good show, and then have them, cut your stream off 20 minutes into it. Then you try to go live 4 more times, and then you're having issues, and your pictures looking all different, and the comments look different, and then people still say you're buffering, and then people come into the chat, tell you to go get a real job. You know, sometimes you might get a little fired up when all that happens at once, but it's okay to have a little righteous anger. When you're working for God, it's totally fine. Yeah, thank you, Buchanan. Yeah, doing this type of work does cause a lot of pressure and stress. Yeah, it really does. Much love, Dr. Savage. But yeah, trust me, trying to do this full time, all day, every day for 5 years straight with what's going on in the world, trying to connect all the pieces, it could become a little bit stressful. And thank you, Sirius. I see you in the chat. Much love to you. Amazing finds. Hey, Mary. Hey, Cozy. Hey, Still Waters. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this chat, guys, as quick as I can. That way they don't cut me off again. And hopefully the next time I try to go live, I don't have any issues. Hopefully it goes a lot smoother next time. You know, that was my goal, to do a nice, smooth live stream, but sometimes it doesn't always go the way you want it to. But hey, I got the information out. That's what's important. I got a little fired up with some righteous anger. It's okay. God's got my back. So, all right, guys, I'm going to end it there. I pray to God they leave this up. Please share it everywhere you can. Facebook, Twitter, whatever you got, please share the heck out of this one. That's a lot to be a coincidence, all them 222s lining up, all connected. So, anyways, guys, please share it. I mean, that's the only way people are going to see it. That's the only way the channel is going to grow. Thank you. People are saying they downloaded the video. Yeah, that's awesome. If you ever have a chance to download it or anything like that, definitely do that. But yeah, please share this video, guys. It's 5 years in the making. I've been talking about this stuff with the 222 with Andy Reid and COVID, all this stuff for over 5 years now. So it's a lot of time. So I appreciate everyone who's going to share this video. And do me a favor. If you could please leave a comment after the fact when I get done, that would be awesome. Comments after the fact really do help the algorithm. So anyways, guys, thank you for being here today. Thank you for being part of the channel. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And again, do me that favor on the way out. Hit the like and the share. Very much appreciated. All right, guys. As always, keep looking up. We are living in the biblical end of days. Jesus is coming very soon. I can't wait. And I'll see you guys on the next video. God bless.